Okay, so I'm thinking today about algebraic thinking, meaning different kinds of solutions that I can have to that numbers or letters can represent in order to satisfy an equation. So here I have got Matthew wants to buy a train ticket for £40. So I know that if he has only £5 notes and £10 notes in his wallet, what are the different ways he can pay for the train ticket using the exact money? So think about in the formula, I've got a certain number of £5 and a certain number of £10 has to equal 40. So I could do it this way, where I could represent a number, so let's say A lots of £5 notes, so A to represent £5 notes, and a certain number of £10 notes has to equal 40. A being this amount. So if I had one lots of A being £5 and something amount of B, what would equal 40? So I'm going to start by writing out my 5 times tables and my 10 times tables. And I'm going to do this like this. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, up to 40. And I'm comparing it with those that are in my 10 times tables. Okay. So I now want to pair them up, and I want to think, if I have absolutely no £5 notes, how many amounts of £10 notes will I need? So if I have 0 £5 notes, I'm going to need 4 lots of 4 £10 notes to create 40. If I had one £5 note, could I have any number of £10 notes? No. What about if I had 2 £5 notes? If I had 2 £5 notes, I could, with 10, add on £30 and end up with 3 £10 notes. What about if I had, so I've done that one, I can't do any of the 5s actually because they would all need to have a number here that would end in 5 as well. So I can rule those out straight away. But I can have a look here, and if I had 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of £5 notes, how many would I need? I need 1, 2 lots of £10 notes. Okay, what about if I had £30 in £5 notes? So I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 £5 notes. If I had 6 £5 notes, how many would I need here? Well, I'd need 1 £10 note to make it equal. And then finally, if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 £5 notes, I would need no £10 notes in order to satisfy the equation. So if you end up with trickier numbers, try writing out the 2 lots of times tables that you need, like my 5s and my 10s, and start comparing which ones would work together. You can start ruling out the ones that you know aren't in the others, like for example this ends in 5, I know I can't have any here that would add up to make a tens number, so I can already start ruling those out. Let's have a look at the next question, where it talks about area and perimeter problems. Remember, area is just the length times the width. So what are the possible values for length L and width W that give the area of 98? So I'm trying to find 2 solutions, or 2 possible sides that would multiply together to make 98. So 98 is the same as what times what? Well, I could start straight away with 1 times 98, that's straightforward, and I could swap it around the other way. And for the purposes of online here, I'm going to just write it down here so it looks a little bit more straightforward and systematic. Okay, so I could have 1 and 98 and 98 and 1. I could do 2 and something, because I know it's an even number, so I can halve it. And half of 98 would be 49. So I can do 2 and 49, and I can do 49 and 2. It's another solution. And I could do another solution. I could think about, would 3 go into it? Now if I think about 3 carefully, I can quickly check, because 3 into 9 goes 3 times, but 3 doesn't go into 8. So I can't use 3. That wouldn't work, because they probably want whole numbers. Could 4 work? Well, if I went 4 into 90, I would be left over 28. Would 4 work? 4 into, I'm going to quickly check. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No, because 4 into 9 would go 2 times with 18. No, so I know that 4 doesn't go into 18 perfectly, so 4 can't work. 5 definitely can't work because it doesn't end in a 5 or 0, so that definitely won't work. What about if I tried 6? 6 into 98, I can quickly try over here. 6 into 9 goes once with 3 left over, and I know 6 into 38 won't work because I know 6 6 is 36, so that can't work either. Let's try 7. 7 into 38. 98, sorry. 7 into 98. Well, 7 into 9 goes once with 2 left over. Oh, this works. 7 into 28, I know, goes 7, 14, 21, 28. I know it goes 4 times. So 7 and 14 I can multiply together. So I've got 7 times 14 makes 98, and 14 times by 7 makes 98. There we go. See how you get on for yourselves.